acting do. So they're biased towards one thing, and we're biased towards another thing. And this is something else.
So what about so Donald Trump? A lot of people
Big Donald.
Yes.
Don't like.
A lot, but okay. So they just released a poll that said 7 out of 10 people don't like him, right?
Yeah.
But yet here he is as the the Republican nominee.
Yeah, I don't know. Polls really are nothing more than polls. It's like who'd you ask, and when you ask him, and why you asked him.
Right, but the polls did say that he was. The polls did say that he was in the lead all this whole time, and they did say he was scheduled to win, and he did win. Yeah. So the polls were right on something.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump. I don't know. I don't have a prophetic type of thing about Donald Trump, really. Could he win the presidency? And the sad answer to that is yes.
He could, but do you think he will?
I that's the part I can't. If he changes his doctrine and or the way he talks and starts to address issues that are going to be focused more on making people have money, more on making people have better lives and things like this, and saying because of the way that he's made his life and made his billions that he can take some of these expertise and redo the country, I think he'll win. If he stays on this schoolyard type of I'm gonna beat their little asses, boy.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute. Okay, no.
That's with an AI.
Okay, all right.
You know, then I think Hillary will sneak in the back door. I think the candidate with the worst amount of possibility to really win the presidency is Hillary. You know,
I think she's got it. I think she's got it like by a long shot.
Oh, I think people are just waiting for something else to happen.
Right.
You know, and I don't think Hillary has something else to give.
Okay.
You know, that's what I think anyway. So.
All right. So I know you want to get to the gym. You said you're gonna give us 15 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta
pump that iron like you were talking about earlier today. What was the name of that song that you were playing?
Pumping
Warrior,
Iron.
was it Warriors?
Oh no, that was the other song.
Oh, Pumping Iron, but the Warrior song you played earlier too. I might just play that song again just because it was funny to me. But
it was funny too.
But okay, so every Wednesday from 3 to 4, Archangel, A Return to Chivalry. Do you know what you're talking about next week yet?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about next week, but hopefully it'll be something that will be entertaining and maybe something that you can take home. And I want to thank Will and the 5 o'clock shadow for letting me stick around and hang around and have some fun.
All right, of course.
One thing chivalrous people like to do is have fun.
That's right.
And wear cowboy hats.
All right, applaud that, man. All right, so wait a minute. What? Who's playing the music?
Oh, it's none other than your brother.
Okay.
Ron. A.K.A. Rendezvous. Shout out to my man, Trooper Joe, holding it down while I wasn't around. But the next sound that you're going to hear, don't fear, it's just me, that dude.
And applaud a Rendezvous in the house.
What's good? What's good, people? The truth.
There is a filibuster going on right now.
Where?
In the U.S. Senate.
As we speak?
As we speak. The Democrats have taken over the U.S. floor, and they, right now, want some sort of gun legislation to be passed. So that's what we're gonna get into a little bit of that today. Of course, if Ron and Don got something he wants to talk about, we're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good topic though.
Right. So, and this is going on like right now. So, a couple of hours ago, Chris Murphy, he's a Connecticut U.S. Senator, right?
Yeah.
He
makes sense.
Called
Connecticut,
for it.
Sandy Hook.
Yep. Right. Facts. He called for it, and now social media is crazy. Elizabeth Warren was tweeting like I just got done eating a ham sandwich, and I'm on my way there now too, because we gonna change this. And I'm like getting excited, so I was like, okay, so maybe we should rock with this subject today. But you know what? Another subject I want to talk about before you leave, and I got to make sure that we delegate this time correctly. And that's I used the wrong word, delegate, but it sounded good in that.
I was like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I want to definitely talk about is why aren't we supporting each other?
Who?
Black people.
We talk about this every week.
Good. I'm going to talk about it again. I was the hater this morning, right?
You said he was going to be here.
Right. Listen, I was in my bag.
I was thinking about having Obama Neat come down.
So see, this good thing he didn't, because the hater's not. I tried to be here, right? The hater tried to come, and it was just like God was just like, listen, bruh, if I have my hand in your life, the hater don't exist. So
facts.
So I had to get he put me in my place a little bit. So there's no hater today. I'm hateless today. So Chris Murphy, the Connecticut U.S. Senator, he's the one who called for a filibuster. Let me read you the stat and tell me what you think. Okay, 1 in 3 Americans know someone who was shot. Quick math. 1/3 of 300 million people equals 999,000 people who have been shot.
Less than 1 million?
Well, 1 for 9,000 or 1,000 maybe. Yeah, 1,000.
1 in 3?
1 in 3.
That doesn't seem right.
Million. Yeah. Yep. 1 in 3 Americans know someone who's been shot.
Okay.
So that means when...
Oh, right.
So that means when...
I was thinking 1 in 3 have been shot.
No. Know someone who's been shot.
Right.
So that means when Trooper Joe was in here, one of us knew someone who's been shot. Do you know someone who's been shot before?
Multiple.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had enough for all of us.
You forget who I work with.
Right. But, okay, so... All right. So what do you think about that?
I think that is alarming.
Thanks for that insight. Deep. That was deep. It's alarming. Are we gonna have a show? You're gonna keep stuffing your face. What are we doing?
Stop getting these food snacks in,
No. But seriously, okay.
No.
This is what Chris Murphy had to say. This is what he said right earlier today that got this whole movement going. Right. I am prepared to stand on the Senate floor and talk about the need to prevent gun violence for as long as I can. I've had enough. Hashtag enough is trending everywhere. They have enough little pictures with the word enough in rainbows. They have pictures of guns crossed out with the word enough going through them.
About to go rent J-Lo tonight.
Why?
Enough. The movie.
Was that the movie when she was like...
Getting abused.
Yeah, so she like learned MMA.
Yeah.
I saw that in the theater.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You went to see a J-Lo movie in a theater?
I did. I just remember going to see it in the theater, and I hope my wife's not listening because she's going to ask me, like, my wife always tends to do this, right? I'll say, oh, I saw that movie in the theater, I remember. And it'll be like from a long, long time ago. And she'll say, who'd you see it with?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to say someone else. Because if I say someone else and I say the wrong name and I saw it with her, I get in trouble.
Yeah.
And if I say her and I didn't see it with her, I get in trouble.
Either way.
So it's never
lose.
Yeah. But anyways.
So now, all the Dems are going to stay on the floor? And
oh, yeah, they're there. They're there. And you know what's crazy? We're live on Facebook.
Yeah, we are.
So we don't want anybody to go away from Facebook or anybody who's listening. But if you click on Facebook, Huffington Post has it live. Like,
on stream?
Yeah, there was some woman that was scary looking saying, you better do something about these guns now or else. And I was like, yes.
I don't think it's going to do nothing.
No? You don't think legislation is going to get passed?
Nope.
You don't think nothing's going to happen?
No.
Okay, why not? Oh, you think the NRA is that powerful?
Yep.
So...
And I think that... like, okay, cool, man. Obama's only in office for another couple of days. You know?
Okay, so for people who may not know what a filibuster is...
Oh, I was going to ask that, but I didn't want to insult our listeners.
Oh, no, right. But, there will be some listeners, my daughter's listening, and I'm sure being 10 years old. She doesn't know what a
I know what it was when I was 10.
filibuster. Wow, I didn't.
I did not. I was just trying to.
Okay, I was about to say. I just looked. They said a big filibuster. It was all over the place. So I looked up. I literally looked up the definition.
It just means talking without shutting up.
A filibuster is an action such as a prolonged speech that obstructs progress in a legislative assembly while not technically contravening the required procedures. So in other words, if they have something on the floor, like we're going to vote for...
You start talking about something else?
Yeah, we're going to vote for a stop sign on Main, South, and Chandler Street because a lot of people got killed. Yay or nay? No, we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about guns.
Yeah.
That's what a filibuster is.
You just don't stop talking about it.
Right, and they said that they're not going to... Not only are they're not going to stop talking about it until something happens.
The most famous one was like two or 3 years ago, and I forget his name, and I forget what the cause was. Now, this is what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to change anything. But the dude was up there reading Cat in the Hat. He was at the mic in the Senate reading Cat in the Hat.
Really?
Oh, no, Green Eggs and Ham. I'm sorry.
Okay, Green Egg. Okay.
Yeah, and he was making a reference point to about how it was connected in that at first you're not going to like this, but later on you will. And he stepped into reading Green Eggs and Ham.
Okay. I wish I would have looked at the definition of filibuster and then knew what it was and how it applied to me, so I could have witnessed this, because that sounds like
2 or 3 years
I
ago.
would have loved it. I would have loved to watch it.
It was buffoonery.
Listen, it just looked, even when I looked at it on Facebook, it just looked boring to me.
Well, it is. It's to bore it out. So someone says, this thing can go on for days.
Okay. Democrats continue their hours-long takeover of the United States Senate floor, led by senators who represent Newton, where a gunman fatally shot 26 people. Newtown, yeah. In 2012, Democrats are demanding actions on gun safety legislation. If you have questions you want Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut to answer on the Senate floor, leave them below, and our Hill reporters will try to get them to him. Do you have a question for Senator Murphy? This is history going on, sir.
Do I have a question for Senator Murphy?
Yes.
Would he consider renouncing his right to taxpayer-funded health care and salary for the rest of his life in order to put money toward gun suppression and gang violence suppression, instead of standing up here and doing this?
Instead of standing and filibustering, I'm just verbatim, filibustering, right?
Filibustering.
Oh, during, comma, would you be willing to
forego and renounce? Yeah, your rights to a taxpayer-funded salary for life and health care for life, and put that money toward
that guap. Because
he might not know what that is.
We gotta let him know that we brothers. So we gotta say guap.
Okay, cool.
Put that money. Go ahead. Guap. Put that guap. And put that money towards
programs that suppress gun violence.
How am I supposed to suppress? Oh, I put another R in there. Wait, no. Oh, I put an R after the U. Okay. I was trying to figure it out. Sorry. It's hard to do like 3 things at once. Suppress gun violence. There we go. Enter.
Sent some?
I sent it. I really did. Yeah. Another question here is, what exactly does more gun legislation do to prevent mass shootings like the ones in Newtown and Orlando, where the gunman went into a gun-free establishment? At what point do we start to look at the people responsible instead of punishing gun owners and the rest of the law-abiding citizens of America? More importantly, why is it politically incorrect to say that people who commit these crimes and pledge allegiance to radicalism represent the group as a whole? But it's perfectly okay to say that every mass shooter represents all gun owners. I want to know what legislation will actually do to fix the problem instead of just slowing the process. And that's interesting because didn't you use slow the process in your question?
No.
To
Suppress.
Suppress. Well, suppress, slow. Doesn't stop it. So that's kind of what they're saying. You'll only suppress it.
Okay.
So what do you think about our question?
It's a step in the right direction.
You think the filibuster is?
No, I think it's show. I think it's political posturing. I don't believe it.
So you think?
I think they've gotten calls. So they've got it. Why does it take this? If you wanted to filibuster, you could have been filibustering since Newtown. Now all of a sudden you get another one, and now you want to start filibustering? Why? Because you got a bunch of calls from people in Newtown saying, "Listen, we need to get back on this. There's new fire. The next thing is hot in the news right now. It's now it's a hot debate." And you got Trump saying no. You got this going on. Now it's a perfect opportunity. It's an invitation and an opportunity for you to step back into it. If you was really about it, why you need to wait for another shooting to happen for you to start doing this? It's foolishness.
Okay. So you don't think?
No, I don't.
Can we ask the question for the listeners' sake, though?
Oh yeah.
All right, Obamanique, is that you? So you don't. So you think? And please, this is just me into asking the question. We don't need the. Is that what I said? I'm just gonna ask the question. Are you saying that Chris Murphy has another motive than the Sandy Hook shootings to start this filibuster? Or do you think that he did this because if he didn't, it might cost him his Senate seat later or in the future? Because, someone who goes up against him will say, the shooting that happened in Florida, he didn't even do it. He could have started a filibuster.
I concur.
All right, cool. And I don't deny that. But at the same time, I am 100% against these weapons being taken out of all people's hands. If the gun is not made to hunt someone, then not hunt someone. If the gun is not made to hunt an animal, then there's no need for it to be in a civilian's hands. I'm sorry. If you need an AK to kill a deer,
So handguns don't hunt. You don't hunt animals with handguns.
then maybe they shouldn't have handguns. If you need
So I
need
should be able
an
to
AK,
protect myself.
if you need an AK-47
All right,
to
that's
hunt a
different.
deer,
That's different.
you should stick to fishing. Period.
These deers out here is wild these days.
Stick to fishing. Then get fish. Get fishing. If you need an AK-47 to kill a deer, then you need to go fishing.
I wanted
That's what I'm saying.
to make sure it was 226 rounds. Is that what they said they found?
I don't know.
Reports I heard somewhere around upwards of 200 rounds found. 103 people hit.
Okay.
103 hits.
Mhm.
Some people hit multiple times.
Okay.
So the filibuster to me, like I said, if it was really about it, man, you could have held up the process for a very long time. But it died down. There were new things on your radar that were preventing or you were hearing from your constituents.
So you just said a couple minutes ago that it was a step. This could be a step.
No. When you said about my question,
Yeah.
well, you weren't going to stop it. You'll suppress it.
Right.
What I was saying was that's a step. Suppressing. So funding programs, successful programs.
Right.
That prevent and suppress gun violence
Yep.
is a step in the right direction.
So this is like protesting now, right? This is basically a political way of standing out there with signs.
Yeah, but see,
protesting.
there's a critical word. There's a crucial word that you said in there.
What, protesting?
No, another P word.
Political. So the motives might be wrong, but I'm getting tired of trying to care about what people's motives are. If they're going for an enemy of my enemy is a friend.
But they're not.
Okay.
They're not really. They're not really an enemy of your enemy.
They're the enemy of both of us, so they're friends with both of us.
So my enemy, who's my enemy, who's an enemy with someone else, that's friends with me. That's no sense. I'm not following that logic.
An enemy, your enemy is a.
So I'm your enemy.
Okay.
I'm against you, but I'm also against that person too.
Right.
That you just so happen to be against.
Right. So it's all about priorities. Who's the bigger priority for me to destroy first?
Yeah. Well, that depends on what the climate is.
So you're my friend in a certain climate.
Yeah, but I don't know when that is. I can't rock with you.
Well, right now
I can't. You can rock with somebody like that. You can rock with somebody like that. Yo, we going out tonight. We going out. We going out. Yo, it's beef out here, but I have beef with you too. But it's beef with this other dude. Oh, but wait a second. This dude. Let's make it real. All right, so me and Truth are going out.
Right.
Out to the club.
Money, 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 money. That song is on.
Hey, I don't like you. I don't like you, Truth.
Okay.
I don't like you at all, fam.
Yep.
But guess what?
What?
Freaking Corey over here.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get that dude.
Facts.
Me and you.
Right.
I know he did you dirty too.
Yep.
So let's go get that dude.
Let's get him.
Let's go.
Let's get it
I
popping.
know where you're gonna be at tonight too. No, roll up in
That's
the
a
club.
bad gun sound.
That was like a toy.
That
Plastic.
was like drowning.
It was like a plastic gun. Oh, there he is right there. That was
Yep.
Corey right there.
Yep.
Corey rolls up.
Yep.
Hey Ron, listen man, I know we got beef. But listen fam, I'm ready to squash it. Here's some dough to squash it. Oh, okay. Yo, listen, I ain't got beef with that dude no more. I'm back with beef with you.
Okay.
You gotta go down. So that quick it can change, man. It's a matter.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't rock with
There's
somebody
always
like that.
risk.
You can't rock with somebody
Listen,
like
there's
that.
risk with friends.
You can't rock with somebody like
Listen,
that.
there's risk with friends. I'm learning. There's always risk.
You might want to redefine what you call friends.
Maybe, but an enemy of my enemy. If I have a goal that needs to get done, if they are talking about getting AK-47s out of these people who are hunting deer,
But they're not. They're talking about keeping money in their pocket. That's what they really talking
No, that's
about.
what GOP's talking about.
Ostensibly, they're telling you it's so that they can get the guns out.
Right.
So ostensibly,
Yeah.
meaning it's false.
Right.
Really, what's behind it is getting money in my pocket.
Mhm.
So if the money in my pocket is coming from someone who wants the guns out there,
Right.
I really don't want them gone.
Listen, so the reality of the situation is right now they have money, period. They already have the money, right? So when we were, don't ever do that kissy face thing again either. So when we were, yeah, sorry, put the camera on me. So when we do when we're worried about who has the money and we're going after the money, then I'll address that right now. But right now, they already have the money. My worry is people getting killed by dudes who are supposed to be hunting. You're supposed to be hunting deer. Why do you have that AR-15 on you? Right? But I do that. What that writer did write about it not being the guns, it's the crazy people. Why are you are crazy? Why are you do? Let me start over again. The woman that said, "What exactly does more gun legislation do to prevent mass shootings like the ones in Newtown and Orlando when the gunmen went into free establishments?"
So what do you think it does?
There's already laws.
What would gun legislation do?
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what gun legislation would do. Give me one. I'm glad I prepared for this show.
Good. I'm happy. That's what we should do.
Okay. I've been background checked for every apartment I've had, I've rented, every job I've had. It's absurd that I can buy a killing machine without a background check. What about legislating that? What about if you're on an FBI's watch list? How about freezing all possibilities of you buying a gun in this country? Just a thought. Just a thought. Every day, 7 children die by firearms.
So you saying
Every 17 minutes, an American has died. Guess what? Since this show's been on, 2 people have died by firearms. One of them probably children.
okay?
Okay.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel like if we make it more difficult for people to get their hands on these guns, that's a step in the right direction. I still don't understand why anyone would need an AK-47 in their home.
So did Prohibition work?
Explain it to me.
Prohibition, when they outlawed alcohol.
I'm not familiar with that.
Oh.
So explain it.
So prohibition, man. It came around in 1920s, 1925.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
Yep.
They knew they were like, listen, people are getting crazy. We need to outlaw alcohol. So they
I look handsome today, but go ahead.
That's-
I really am listening. I'm sorry.
So they outlawed it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So what happened?
That's
why you hear. That's why you watch Harlem Nights, all the bootlegging.
Yep.
That was going on.
Right.
Because it's still going to happen. Like you can't legislate it out. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's just going to go underground. They try to. That's why with weed they're coming up with marijuana now to say, listen, you guys got to make it legal because you know what, this whole outlaw thing, it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. It don't work.
They're saying, listen, we had to outlaw it until we found a way to make money off it. Now that we can tax it, and now that we can do what we want, it's going to go to the government. Now it's okay.
Oh,
that's why
so
guns.
Is there tax on guns?
Yeah. That's why guns. That's why they're able to make money off of it. Right. Get money.
Got to get that cake.
Right.
Baby.
But now people are dying, and see, weed ain't killing people out there. Weed hasn't killed 50 people in one shot. I don't even know if alcohol has. I know there've been some serious bar fights. I know people have killed each other over alcohol, but not no 50 mass killing. If you don't need a gun to shoot to hunt an animal, you don't need a machine gun. You don't need to be Rambo to hunt. I hate the way you look at me. Every day, 7 children die by firearms. Every 17 minutes.
That's crazy.
An American has died by a firearm.
That's crazy.
And I bet half of them are in Chicago.
Half.
Look, Chicago is crazy, all right? Memorial Day weekend, Chirac is crazy. Listen, if someone is too dangerous to fly...
Obama's hometown, too.
Facts. If someone is too dangerous to fly, they should be too dangerous to buy a gun, right? How is it someone could be on a no-fly list, but still go to a gun show and buy a gun? That's not crazy to you? It's not crazy to you. Listen, okay, so let me explain what's wrong with your attitude, all right? I'm going to tell you what's wrong with your attitude.
You going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you what's wrong with your attitude.
You're going to diagnose.
I'm going to diagnose your attitude. Your attitude is, right, you hate the government, period, right?
I don't hate the government. I just for who they are, man.
Okay, right. So for who they are, you have disdain towards the government.
Yeah, they're fugazi, man.
They're fugazi. Okay,
I don't rock with people like that. Can't really rock with them.
Couple haters. They're couple of haters. You know what I mean? The haters. You know, so we hate
so that's
them,
what's wrong with my attitude?
So we hate them. No. So what it is that even when something makes sense, you still are like, yeah, but I don't like them. It's almost like how some people don't want to work with other people because it's like, yo, I don't like that dude. He's shiesty.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying, dude, you got to keep it 100. They don't. It's crazy, but it's not. When you look at the way things work,
right?
No, it's not. That's what crazy would be. Like out of the blue, all of a sudden, like, oh, I can't see how that could happen. I absolutely can see how this happens.
That was a perfect analogy. I don't know what the text is talking about, and I don't know what analogy. Did I use that analogy that wasn't good?
Which one?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Did you just use an analogy?
Any analogy I use is always good.
Every analogy I use is... applaud my analogies for a second.
All my analogies are like butter on toast. See what I
no,
did? See what I did?
Like
no, but see what I did there? I made an analogy about my analogies. All
your analogies like butter on toast.
Yeah.
You made an analogy about your analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, but all right. So this is what Senator Leahy says: you can't have murder warrants and a conviction for armed robbery and still buy any weapon you want at a gun show. I don't care if he's doing it for money. I don't care what his motives are. That is the truth. The truth is the truth. If a donkey tells the truth, it is still 100% truthful. That's a good analogy.
Then he shouldn't be able to go to a gun show and buy the gun?
Right.
They shouldn't.
So let's get some legislation to where they can.
Okay, so...
What is that going to do, you ask?
Yeah.
That's going to make it harder for Islamic terrorists to get guns.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
You believe that?
I have faith.
No, that's not what I asked you. You believe that. So cool. So who you got the faith in?
That good will prevail.
That's a wonderful plan to run on. That sounds like a yes we can type attitude.
It still should make sense, right?
Yeah,
so
but
okay,
you're
so
not
all right,
gonna-
so
we
right.
shut
No,
down the
forget
loophole.
it. You're right. You're right. We that's it's stupid to think that they do anything. About
I'm
it.
just saying, you
Everybody
can
can buy guns. Let's just drop every law now. Everybody go get guns.
You said yesterday.
Wild Wild West.
West.
Wild Wild West.
I go downtown.
Wild Wild West.
Street. Cool Mo.
Wild Wild West. Okay. Yeah, right. So you might as well, right?
Well, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I may be. I don't have the best memory.
Okay.
I've been drinking water.
Okay.
So that...
Were you part of the outlaw in the early 1900s where they outlawed alcohol?
I said water.
Water. Okay, go ahead. You drinking water.
Water. Sorry.
Okay,
Massachusetts.
Okay, I'm
From
thinking about
Jersey.
water.
Some water.
Yes.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Poland Springs.
Perrier. Actually, they're owned by...
Just
Poland
go, come
Springs.
on. What's your
Sorry,
point?
I know. My point. Forgot, man. What you was talking about, brother.
This is
No,
crazy.
no. Go back to what you said.
About being lawless. No laws.
Yes,
That's what everybody-
yesterday, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
did you not agree that the best way to stop a bad guy with a gun was a good guy with a gun?
Yes, absolutely.
So everyone get guns. By that analogy,
No.
for every bad guy, got to be a good guy with one.
No. See,
Oh, the good guys are the
I
cops.
love how you selectively hear what I say, right?
The good guys are the cops.
No. You selectively hear what I have to say. The what I used earlier was you don't need an AK-47 to hunt a deer. So if you want to have a gun for hunting purposes, then have that type of gun. Even handguns. If you say, okay, we need handguns, right? Little revolvers or something like that, then fine. Everybody has a revolver. I'm more with that. But to come in with a machine gun where you can kill 50 people in a span of 10 minutes should not be in any civilian's hands, period.
I agree with that. I said that yesterday.
So why are you having a problem with this filibuster right now?
I don't have a problem with the filibuster. I just know it's
You
fugazi.
just spent the past hour on how you didn't like the filibuster.
I said it's phony.
Look, Obama came in here and was like, I got something to say. You said, get that out of here, Obama. I'm talking about how the filibuster is fugazi.
Yeah.
All right, true or false? The GOP is a wholly owned subsidiary of the NRA, and their voters are heavily armed gun nuts. Thus, their cowardly stance on guns is people should be armed with machine guns. True or false?
No, I can't agree with that. See, there's aspects that I agree with, but not that entirely.
I'll read it again. The GOP is a wholly owned subsidiary of the NRA, and their voters are heavily armed gun nuts. Thus, their cowardly stance on guns is people should be armed with machine guns. What part of that is false?
The machine guns part.
Okay. Washington Post. This is just in Washington. One map shows why America's gun violence is so much worse than anywhere else. There are many ways in which America is exceptional, greatest country in the world. Unfortunately, my voice.
You did like a LaFran Drescher thing.
Unfortunately, one is the country's stunning rate of gun violence, which was demonstrated by 2 major mass shootings in the last week. Whatever your opinion about gun rights, it's hard to deny that the frequency of mass shootings is closely tied with America's very high rate of gun ownership. The U.S. has an average of 88 guns per 100 people, according to a 2007 small arms survey. That puts gun ownership rates in the U.S. far above the rest of the world, as the map below, created with the data from the small arms survey, shows. The U.S. has less than 5% of the world. Are you falling asleep? Are you falling on the air? Are you? Wait, punk.
Oh, sorry. Are you talking?
Yes, I was talking. What? So, what are your thoughts on? Okay, fewer than 20. Average firearms per 100 people. What are your thoughts about that?
Good guy with a gun. Stop a bad guy with a gun.
Really? You really think that a good
No,
guy?
but that's what you said. So I'm just going.
No, when I said I asked you,
That's how you
I said
feel.
I didn't say, hey, parrot.
That's
what
how-
do you
that's how
think
you-
about it?
that's
I said
that's what you feel.
I said rendezvous. Rendezvous.
No, don't do rendezvous. I don't like how that sounds. I'm uncomfortable.
Well, okay.
Pineapples.
All right. Why?
Pineapples.
You know why it's uncomfortable? Because I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to me. So you listen, Will. Hey, Will. See, I can talk to Will like
I
that.
still uncomfortable.
I can't
do
talk
that too.
But it's talking to myself. I don't care. I'll grab my boobs too. Listen, just tell me. Yeah, what is the problem with the assertion that too many people have guns and that's the reason why America's gun violence is so much worse than everybody else? Everywhere else. Do you agree with it?
You can't make that statement in a vacuum.
Why not if it's
because because my apprehension and desire to have a gun for protection is propagated by the fact of what the mass media feeds me, which is run by the government, which is the FCC.
I like that, by the way. I like that assertion that I need a gun for protection.
Why am I? And what tells me that?
I don't know what another person. I don't know.
Mass media. What I see on TV.
Mass media. Okay.
Every day. Listen, when you turn on your news,
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch that movie Nightcrawler. Ever seen that? Good movie. If it bleeds, it leads. They will go out. Listen, they will go out of your state. They will go out of your country to find some violence, someone getting shot, someone getting killed. Because they tap into people's fear, they tap into people's fascination with terror, and so it creates this apprehension that everyone around you is out to freaking get you.
Okay.
And so now I need a gun.
All right. What about this? The takeaway.
No. What do you think about that?
I agree. The media that they shape it in a way.
And who runs the media? Legislation. Who runs the media?
NRA.
The FCC.
Okay.
Which is the Federal Communications Commission.
Okay.
It's government. You can turn your TV on middle of the day and see people getting shot. You know what? From
the first 48. All right, but here's what you're doing, right?
I'm not. Oh no.
Here's what you're doing. This is what you're doing. You're placing blame on the problem, but not offering a solution to the problem.
I'm not placing blame on the problem. You said the assertion that everyone needs a gun. More people have guns in America is the reason why more people are getting shot.
Well, Texter said the Illuminati runs the media. Applaud that. The Illuminati does run the media. I agree.
Don't get all proud-chested when you play the clap for yourself, man.
I didn't say a Texter texted that in.
But then you got all proud-chested.
A Texter texted that. Well,
your stuff came way out here.
I know.
Almost came out the chest.
Boots
almost came out the shirt.
Yeah. That was almost the Hulk right there. But so the Illuminati does run the.
That's foolish.
You really listen. What you're saying, the FCC, and who's the FCC ran by? It's 1%, right, government, and the government's controlled by, what you said earlier, money. Who has the money? Illuminati, point proven. Let's move on.
All right, move on. Because you said you want to talk about black people working together, too.
Yeah, I'll talk about that after. You know why I don't want to talk about it? You said you want to talk about it?
No, you said you want to talk about it.
Are you pointing at your phone for the time purposes?
Well, I didn't want to say that, but that's why I'm pointing at it.
Listen, we keep it real here. This is where truth lives, right?
Yeah, I'm about to skate.
Okay, well, this is the 5 o'clock Shadow Talk Show where truth lives.
You wanted to talk about it before I skated, so I just wanted to
We got 30 minutes, right?
Put you on notice.
Okay, thank you for putting me on notice, but we got 36 minutes, right?
36?
Right, it's 5:54.
Well, not like 36. Like 20.
Okay, I'm okay. We got 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, cool.
Facts. So let's move on.
I want to filibuster talking about black.
I want to filibuster to talk about Negrolic people and their inability. So yesterday, we had my brother Mike on the show. Not yesterday, but a couple days ago.
Yeah.
He was talking about this thing that's going on in Maine South, right?
Yeah.
And how they are redlining. They're going to work on downtown.
Oh, this approval?
Yeah, the approval, right? The approval that's in the city council.
No, it is.
City council, okay, so yeah, the approval. The city revitalization plan, right? In it does say that 18 people showed up, right? 18 people showed up to talk about wanting Maine Middle included in the revitalization program, right?
Yep.
They want to do everything with to make downtown look better. All these rich parts, all where the owners are, right? Meanwhile, we got a drug-infested, prostitution-infested Maine Middle, and they have millions of dollars, right? They're putting in on downtown and stuff, right?
Right.
Oh, we got to make sure it looks better. We got to make it look better. Meanwhile, people are dying. Drug overdoses, opiate problems, gun violence, all kinds of stuff going on in Maine's Middle, and there's no dollar, not $1 for it. So Mike, he comes on and pours his heart out, right? Please come down. Like, people in Maine Middle, we want you to come. We doing this for you. We want everybody to come. Come, say, listen, we want no more ghettos. We don't want to keep the ghettos there. And you know how many people show up?
4.
4?
I don't know, I'm guessing.
18. Well, 18 people spoke. I bet none of those people were from actual Maine South. They were probably friends and stuff like that. Even me, I was supposed to go there. I was supposed to be there, right? At 4:30.
Yep.
But I'm here,
sure.
prepping for the show.
I hear you.
Chantel comes in. The
Chantel,
the boss with the
Saw her.
computer, got to work on the computer.
Yeah.
Got to get stuff set up.
Yeah.
Didn't go. And besides, my back would hurt to walk there.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm just serious. So anyways, right? No, but for me to get there, back there and forth by 5 o'clock, that ain't happening. Look, I am not in that great shape. Anyway, so I haven't even spoken to Mike, but I know my brother is
incensed,
upset, disappointed. And this just leads to the glaring stat that 96% of Grapevine Valley did not vote for city council or anything, right?
Why would I want to vote and get my heat paid for it?
Okay. So, it's almost like Paul Revere, right? Imagine him running and saying, the British are coming, right? And
I imagine him wearing like a Patriot uniform while he was doing it too. Like, with like Pat the Patriot that they have on the side of their helmets, the Patriots, New England Patriots.
Okay.
But like the throwbacks with hiking it. You said imagine Paul. I imagine Paul Revere wearing something like that while he was doing it.
I'm trying to figure out how long should I go along with this stupidity.
You kept listening too. All right.
So seriously, what?
I'm focused.
What's going on?
Well, listen. If we fix this, then property value.
Yeah.
Will. Well, I can't mess with it until it drops all the way out. That's
Right.
the way gentrification, you know how it works.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking at if I'll fix this up,
Yep.
then I'm going to bring in influence.
Right.
Property values are going to go up.
Yep.
Rents are going to have to go up.
Yep.
Because property value goes up.
Yep.
When rent goes up,
Yep.
it'll all just take care of itself.
And all those people that are in those neighborhoods, and a lot of them, majority of them, are actually good people.
Yep.
They just get thrown to the wayside.
Well, that's not my problem anymore.
Right.
That's Lester's problem.
Right.
Or Webster's problem.
They're going to have to find another place to be.
Yeah, but I'm fixed. I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, you're
anymore.
fixed. Right.
Someone else's issue now.
So when you explain this to black people, right? Not like you, the others. When you look,
Get
facts.
that off of me.
Put it on me. Facts. I'm getting frustrated. When you tell people, like, listen, they are coming. They already got rules where, like, no cigarettes.
Right.
You can't exist in your own apartment.
Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah.
You use the bathroom.
Yeah.
If you flush more than once, you get evicted.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, this stuff is coming, and
Right.
nobody's listening, right? Do I just sit back with my chest out and be like, look, I told you fools this was happening, and y'all did nothing? All I asked was you to go to City Hall, stand in front of the City Council for 20 minutes, and for 2 minutes, you only get 2 minutes to talk, and say, we want Maine Middle included with the revitalization plan. And they couldn't even do that. And you know what's going to happen when we confront them? Like, listen, you guys purposely don't care about black people. You purposely don't care about poor people. You purposely don't complain about people in the ghetto. You know what they're going to say?
You don't care about yourselves.
We had a meeting and we invited you, and you guys were nowhere to be found. Right?
And that's the fact.
So do I yay or nay 'em?
You got to say that's the truth.
Thanks for helping me. But
here's the deal, man. If you're really committed to it,
mm-hmm.
to that cause,
right? What do I got to do? Tell me.
No. I'm not going to rescue you. if you're really committed to the cause, what do
You're not going to rescue me.
No. What do you got to do?
You know, rescuing me is rescuing you, right?
If you're really committed to the cause.
No.
It's not rescuing
No.
me. I live on the burbs.
No. It don't matter where you live.
Yes,
Rescuing me is rescuing you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, if you think that they just going to stop with the poor Negroes in this one area and not going to move on. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen.
Yep.
Tell yourself what you got to do if you're really committed to it.
I would not have asked you, what should I do? See, people seek others for counsel. You know why? Because they run on. No, not because of work. No, not.
Yes, it is.
No,
man.
Saying what the work is doing the work.
Listen, what more could you do? Have you exhausted every effort?
Maybe there's efforts that I didn't know I could exhaust.
That's not answering the question. Have you exhausted every effort?
That is answering the question. I don't know if I've exhausted every effort because I don't know if that is every effort.
Okay.
If you present me another effort, I can say yes, I did that.
So you want me to do the work? What other effort? Is this the first time?
No. Nice try.
First time this has happened.
Listen, nice try, Michael Gaffney.
That you could go.
Listen, nice try, Gaffney. No, you did not.
You can go do research. There's this thing.
Go do research or what?
No, it's crazy.
Okay, what is it called?
It's crazy. They, I don't know, man. It's a fairly new invention.
Tell me what it is.
They're out there. If you can use this thing.
Facts. I'm excited. Let me get ready to write this down.
You can use this thing.
What it is. Okay.
It's a computer.
Computer.
Yes, and on that they've available. It's called the internet. And if you go on the internet, listen.
Mind blown.
It's crazy. It's really easy. You go on this thing called the internet.
Yep.
And you can type in
how to stop gentrification.
You can type that in.
How to stop? Okay, let's do that. Gentrification. Let's do how to stop gentrification and see what comes up.
All right.
Only 2 ways to fight gentrification. You're not gonna like one.
Have you done this before?
What? Googled how to stop gentrification.
Went on this thing called a computer, which has the
absolutely
internet
yes,
and done. Okay,
yes.
So all right, what did you find?
I'm finding. Okay, this is an article. It's market urbanism. 2 ways to fight gentrification. You're not going to like one of them. Gentrification is a powerful economic force. We already know what it is. Just tell me what it is. Anti-capitalist often portrays gentrification as a class war, painting the archetypal greedy developer as the culprit. Is gentrification a class war? In a way, yes. But the typical class analysis mistakes the symptom for the cause and ends up pointing the finger at the wrong rich people. There is no grand conspiracy concocted by real estate developers, though it's not surprising it seems that way. Real estate developers will be happy, and the show is going down the tubes.
You don't need to keep reading that. That's not the point. The point is that there's more efforts out there that you know that you can pursue and
like
find.
Such as
keep searching.
Okay, so all right, I'm going to search.
Right.
And
so once you find those, keep trying, man. Keep going after it.
The battlefield is not the gentrifying neighborhoods. It is more wealthy neighborhoods where empowered residents fight to keep new people out. That's doing what you're good at. That's saying, no, that's not the problem. The problem is, we're looking for a solution. We're not looking for you to point to a different problem. Should Main Middle settle where they are instead of working to better themselves?
So what's your solution?
I'm not talking to you.
What's your solution?
Should Main Middle settle where they're at instead of working to better themselves? They could move with the changes instead of staying the same. What do you think about that? You light-skinned people stick together. Huh? Y'all think the same, huh? Y'all both have y'all have LSI. So, but what do you think about that? You should Main Middle settle with where they are instead of working to better themselves. They could move with the changes instead of staying the same.
I think that a majority. I really am in a mindset that and it's morphing for me, but people just need to stop playing the victim.
Applaud that.
And freaking man up. People don't. This world don't owe you nothing. The world don't owe you nothing. The city don't owe you nothing.
The world don't owe you nothing. The city don't owe you nothing.
Main Middle don't owe you anything.
Main Middle
don't owe you anything. So if they're building this up, then you need to figure out what you're going to do for yourself and stop waiting for someone to come in and rescue you, like giving you a plan on how to fix what you can't figure out. That's the same victim mentality that these people on the street are playing. Oh, I don't know what I should do. Like, give me an idea, Brother Ryan, on what I should do. Like, you tell me what I should do. Give me another effort of what I should do, because I can't figure it out. It's the same thing these people sitting down there doing. I don't know what to do. Someone tell me. Someone show me. I don't know what to do. Same mentality, man. People got to man up. Get out of that.
That is the most insane thing I've heard in such a long time.
It's fact.
That is so insane that you say that.
It's the fact.
The light-skinned folks said applaud that. You know what? I listen. The show's for you, so I'll applaud you. Okay,
They ain't. You know why they ain't doing nothing?
Why aren't they doing anything?
Because they waiting for you to come rescue them. Why they ain't show up at City Hall? Because they waiting for you to come rescue them. Somebody's gonna fix it for me. Someone's gonna figure this out for me. And they stay in that mindset because there's a benefit for them. There's no accountability. There's no responsibility. I keep blaming the system, and I don't have to take any ownership for my situation that I'm in.
Applaud that. I agree with that. To an extent.
People do this individually. People do it individually all the time in relationships, but it just to me, I see a lot of it. It can play out in this fashion as well.
All right. So first, can we get this before I comment on that? And I don't think there's much pushback, but before I do, okay. So when I'm talking, can you please move the camera to me, and then if you're talking, I'll move it to you, because I'll be moving the camera and it'd look like I'm trying to give myself selfies, and sometimes I get caught off guard. So
okay, cool.
Watch how I look at myself sometimes when I pull the camera to it. So ready?
Yep.
Wait, hold on.
Yo, what's happening?
Right, exactly. So I need you to put the camera instead of I'll do like this because then it don't look like I'm doing it.
Right.
But then but if I do it myself, it's like, see, I can't do it.
You look like the Cabbage Patch when you did that.
That's my anger rising up in this room. Who called me dumb stuff?
Wow, the listener's coming after you.
Yeah, a listener's coming after you, I think.
I think that was after you.
Listener, could you please say who that comment is towards? Dumb as cricket letter, bad word. Anyway, right? So here's my pushback on that, right? When I was asking you to give me, right? No, my head was not going.
I'm doing that. That's how I think.
Okay, good. So you because you do weird faces. No, let's put the camera back on you. So I'm talking because I want the cat. Okay, so when I said, what could we do, right? That wasn't me saying, hey, Brother Ron, I want you to do the work. Because, and you know what's an indication of that? Because later on in your diatribe, you said they're going to wait for you to come save them. So it's not that and I'm defending myself at this moment. It's not that I want you to do the work. Sometimes people just need guidance. Some people just need direction.
And I gave you some guidance.
No, you told me stop. You're being lazy. You're a lazy mother father.
You didn't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear it because I'm trying to do stuff.
Usually when people get upset about it, it's because it's true.
Usually, but not in this case.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'm cool, brother.
Me too.
Okay.
Like Dwayne Wade in that commercial. I'm cool as a snowball.
In hell?
No, that's not what he said.
No. You said 20 minutes. It's only been 14. So you can put your hat on and get comfortable, but it ain't time to go yet.
Feels like the haters coming out.
I let you bring an hater back. It's your fault. So,
The text to clarify?
no, the texter hasn't clarified yet. So when the texter,
Coward.
maybe the texter got so upset that
Coward.
they stopped listening. Ooh,
Coward.
coward. Ooh. Okay. So another thing we got to talk about quickly before you leave is we have to talk about the 2-year-old
Oh,
that
yeah.
got caught up by the
In Disney.
the Disney thing.
And that alligator didn't swallow a watch or a clock. It wasn't like the Captain Hook.
Okay, no, it wasn't.
Remember
like
the
that.
alligator swallowed the clock?
I've never watched anything.
You never watched Captain Hook?
Mm-mm.
Peter
Nope.
Pan?
Nope.
You never seen any of the 20,000 Peter Pan movies ever made?
Nope.
Really?
I've seen like on Disney.
You never
Channel.
saw Hook with Robin Williams?
Nope, never. I saw a scene with like Tinkerbell and like
Wow.
a scene here and there on the Disney Channel, but no, never saw the whole thing. Praise
Let's
the
talk
Lord.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Signs. There were signs that said no swimming deep waters, right? But there were no signs that said alligators.
Well, Florida's like that, though. Like, they have alligators
Okay.
all over.
So they were paddling, I guess. It's not the same as the zoo situation. It is the same as the zoo situation. Absolutely the same.
Sure it is. Irresponsible.
Irresponsibility, yeah. Hello? Caller?
William,
Yes, sir.
what's up, man? How you doing?
I am good. You are currently on the radio show, The 5 O'Clock Shadow, where truth lives.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. You're on the radio.
What's this supposed to be? Are you supposed to ask me a question, or am I supposed to ask you a question?
You,
I'm calling you about some personal stuff.
Oh.
Not personal, but good. I'm on the radio still. I called you about Black Heritage Festival, so I hope everybody can hear something.
okay, the Black Heritage Festival is the 4th. When is it?
It's June 25th from 12 to 8 p.m.
June 25th from 12 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, Institute Pub.
at Institute Park. Are we going to have some good food there?
Who's the headliner? Who's singing?
Are we going to have some food there?
There's going to be soul food there. There's going to be some vendors. There's going to be lots of fun for the kids. There's going to be a heritage, informational test on Black heritage. We're going to have performances. We're going to have some DJs. So we want everybody to come on and enjoy themselves, man. Have some fun. It's Heritage Festival, but it's for the community. It's for everyone in the community.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. And is Addie Lee's Soul Food going to be there?
Addie Lee Soul Food, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to attend this year because
No!
but hopefully he will. You know, he'll be able to get involved next year. We're going to have some good soul food, man. Come on down.
Right, and you know what I think that what's going to be great about the Juneteenth is going to be the fact that there's going to be peace and unity, no violence, and none of that drama stuff, right?
That's right. That's right. That's not the love. Got nothing love for you.
What'd you say?
Nothing love for you.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to do the song, but you were.
What you got?
Okay.
Okay. So, anyway, I know you guys are here to the radio business. I'm sorry, PTI, to interrupt your show, but I got a chance to plug this festival, and that's a good thing.
And so make sure, you know what? Make sure you call me and text me with the information, as much information as you want read, and I'm going to announce it and talk about it tomorrow
Okay.
and leading up to it.
What hours? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so what time's the best time to call you after the radio station's over?
Oh, 7:30.
7:30. All right.
All right, I'll holler.
You have a good night, man.
All right, you too. Yeah, see, at the 5 o'clock shadow, we take personal calls. If I was a new person to this show, I would have turned it off some time ago because there are seldom any facts and a lot of ignorant statements going back and forth. I've listened to people on either side of the many different issues that were brought up, and I may not have agreed, but at least I felt as though there were more educated discussions on the issues than what I just heard.
Internet muscles, coward, call in.
Okay. Thank you for that texter, and I will look maybe to be more educated, I guess.
I'm not. Be who I am.
Okay, so it's almost time for you to go anyway. So I guess we might have to talk about the alligator situation tomorrow.
No, we got a little bit. Come on, talk quick.
Okay, so the alligator. Okay, so the Now that I'm pressured for time, that's why I get anxious when someone's like, "You got 2 seconds," and I'm like, "Ah."
Signs. They were paddling.
Yep, they were paddling, and I guess the story is that they were at shore, and the alligator came up and snatched the kid. Did you hear anything different?
I have not.
Either way, they did locate. It was close to 5:00, and they did locate the child's body, and he is in fact deceased. Rest in peace. But where are the calls for charges to be pressed and stuff like that?
You know what that is?
What?
Disney prices falling more. Gonna take advantage of them joints. I'm telling you, man.
So someone loses a 2-year-old child and you're thinking about Disney prices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're cold human being. But yeah, so I'm glad you stayed to give your input on dropping Disney prices. As a matter of fact, they're actually opening a Disneyland or World or something in China right now. And what's really hurting is the news of this that's going on.
Sure.
So it kind of put a damper on the celebration of what's going on in...
It's unfortunate, man. Again,
Yeah.
I think we always look for people to blame, like you said in the previous
to be the villain.
Episode.
Yep.
But I also, from my standpoint, want to say that I just can't see my boys getting eaten by a gator. Like I just can't see them in a position where that would happen. I don't know.
So this is why I think with Harambe, the gorilla, the zoo
Harambe.
it was with the M.
It was an H. Harambe.
Oh, was it the H?
Please,
Okay,
rest
Harambe.
in peace.
Sorry.
Disrespecting that
Yeah,
man.
but we're talking about Disney prices on a 2-year-old. My bad. So, he got killed. The kid that jumped into the enclosure, it should have never been possible for a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, however old the kid is. For a teenager, it should never been possible for a teenager to fall into an enclosure with a gorilla that could kill someone, right?
Right.
So I blame the whatchamacallit on
The
that.
zoo?
I blame the zoo on that. Yes, the parents own some of that responsibility, but I think if I pay to go to a place, my child's danger should not be in that way on the line. And in the same way, if you ignore signs that say don't go swimming, and you go swimming, and something bad, it's just like a murder. If you drive me to go murder someone, and I shoot them, and you just drive me away, what do you get charged with?
As an accomplice.
Murder, too. You get charged with murder.
Okay.
And you know why? Because you, Shanghai, thanks, Texter. I guess Shanghai, China is
That's where it is.
Yeah. So the mother in this case, so I agree, it's not the same as the zoo situation because
They blatantly
disregarded a warning. Do not, even though the warning was for something different. Because I can see myself I've seen people, not myself, because I don't go swimming. If I take off my shirt, I look like a seal. Sharks love seals. I don't do that. But I see that a sign. I can see people that say don't go swimming. You know, even in movies, old 80 movies where they're supposed to, at the lake with Jason or whatever, don't go in the water. Like, hey, let's go skinny dipping. And they do break the rules. Jason kills them, it's their fault.
Okay. So you're saying it's the parents' fault that this little baby is gone?
Facts.
No one else's.
No. No one else's.
I think I agree with you.
Good. It's about time today that we agreed on something.
I think I agree with
Since
that.
I'm lazy and I'm lazy, but I'm a lazy superhero. So does that make me like Will Smith? What was that movie that Will Smith in? He was like the homeless superhero.
Oh, Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess that makes me him, right? Well, my
Yeah.
name is Will, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, my name is not Will, it's Tupac. Respect that.
Well, I said, here's the thing. That previous conversation about you being lazy
Right.
still doesn't mean that other people aren't looking for you to rescue them. Hancock was the movie, by the way.
Hancock. Applaud. No, I'll applaud it later. I'm sorry. So listen, right? Using energy, right?
I wonder if Martin Luther King Jr. ever got to a point he was just like, I just don't know what to do.
Oh,
to
absolutely.
Get these people on board.
Not only that.
I just don't know what to do to get them on board.
That, yes, absolutely.
And he exercised every effort. He kept going.
He
kept
thought, no.
searching. He kept looking.
Nope.
And he kept finding ways.
Yeah, he kept
I said,
looking.
I'm committed to this cause, and I'm not giving up.
He kept looking. He did keep looking. And applaud him. He got people to use the same toilet as white people.
Results. And now,
Ooh,
and now,
yes! Every time I use this toilet, thank you, Martin. I could use the same commode. Thank you, brother Martin.
really, you gonna
Listen.
You gonna crap on his legacy like that?
You brought the hater into this room.
Oh,
You brought the hater into this room. The hater is here.
there we go again, not accepting responsibility.
Facts. No, you not accepting responsibility of how angry you made me. So now I have to go off the market.
Went off on Martin.
Look what you made me do.
Oh man, absolutely. I'm so happy I can sit on this commode.
I have
Just
a
like
dream
my
that I can
Caucasian
take a number
brothers.
2, just like Massa.
What is happening? Man, the
5 o'clock show has gone.
Medical think tank. What is happening?
Hey, look. So, listen, Martin Luther King used to smoke cigarettes.
I knew he had some dark lips.
Oh yeah, he has some dark lips, right? Listen, the man struggled. We all struggle. So in times of struggle, instead of saying stop being lazy, why don't you try to be helpful?
I was helpful.
You were not helpful.
You
You were not helpful.
You just
at
didn't
all.
like my help. It didn't look like the way you wanted it.
No, so that's not helping.
No, that's not true.
Help is when you improve something, right? What did you improve?
Your thought process.
You didn't improve my thought process.
So you still sitting around like you don't know what to do?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Absolutely.
and that's my fault?
You failed. Thanks. So if you ever want to let somebody down, call the professional, Ron the Don Charmel. Great, I got to do the trap. Ain't even no plan to do the traffic. What is this?
Turn your frown upside down. I'll be the brother that let you down. But maybe the truth is, you ain't really have it to begin with.
Ooh, applaud that. No, you know what I think though? It was apparent that I didn't have it because that's why I asked you.
Hence, you wanted me to save you. But you won't own that either, truth it?
What do you mean I wanted you to save me?
I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need your help.
But you were putting save me like life or death was. No, asking for assistance is not asking to be saved. That's why you remind me of one of them uppity Negroes that don't want to help anybody else. You one of the porch. You are light skinned too. You are the porch Negro.
I made it out the struggle myself, man. Homeless.
You ran that like. Listen,
homeless for 4 years.
Listen, you light skinned.
Got out myself, fought, man, tooth and nail.
You light skinned.
9 trash cans got to the spot I am.
And nobody helped you. Not one.
Things don't happen to me; they happen because of me.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's all we got for the 5 today. We're gonna play some of the hottest hits out there, some old throwbacks, and hopefully I might just get a call.
You against Charmel? Obama-Nique? Sharmell or Obama coming today? Either one of them?
No.
Did you figure out what happened with that?
No, what happened with that?
I don't know. I'm asking. I
No,
know it was last night.
They didn't get in touch with me, so they
I
didn't
wonder if
come.
he's all right. Sharmell, that is. I'm sure Obama. Well, you heard about Obama?
No, what happened?
He's on the run, man.
Oh yeah, you did say that at the top of the show. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, is he going to get in touch with you tonight?
I don't know. He's got warrants. I don't know if I really want to be talking to him right
If
now.
he shows up, I'm calling. Listen, I will become the light skinned
He
poor
said-
nigga like
he-
Massa.
he said-
He's out there acting up again.
It was plural. He said, I have warrants.
Man, that's crazy. Well,
That's your dude, ain't it?
no, that's your man. That's your man.
Sharmell's, man.
All right, so we're gonna go to some music, and we will be back on the 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 o'clock shadow,
where truth lives.
Somebody really blasted us, huh?
Yeah, he's my friend too. He got to hear about this.